Hey guys, before this review begins, I just want to let you know that me and host from A Touch Film are doing a live movie chat over on his YouTube channel this Friday on April 10th at 8 PM British Standard Time. We're just going to have a talk about movies, what we've been watching during our isolations in our humble abodes, and what we're recommending to each other. But what we want you to do is go to the description here, go over there, set a reminder, and join in the chat, and let's see what everybody has actually been watching, and just have a nice time. So hopefully see you then, and we'll go back to the review now.
thatmovieguyUK.
Eliza Hittman is a director that grabbed me by every joint on my body in 2017 with the film Beach Rats. It is honestly one of the most compelling pieces of youth Americana that I have seen in a very long time, and it's stuck with me. She is one of the most naturally artistic directors that I have witnessed in the last few years, and I was very eager to see her new film Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always. It came from Sundance and Berlin with great applause, but also with a giant message about life and our choices, and we're here to talk about it. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always follows the story of Autumn. She is faced with an unintended pregnancy and a lack of local support. Her and her cousin Skylar travel across state lines to New York City on a fraught journey of friendship, bravery, and compassion. Eliza Hittman's film is poetically political without being preachy whatsoever. There is a sheer ferocity to this film, but it's so calm at the same time, and this is the brilliance of Hittman. She creates very tense moments with her framing, but she calms it with this lack of dialogue, and the lack of dialogue really enhances our experience. We understand more what is going through Autumn's mind and why Skylar is there to support her. There is a beautiful sisterhood within this story, and it's also a coming of age story, which I found to be very endearing and very eye-opening. And we go from Pennsylvania, where her life is just shrimped. She's on the cusp of becoming a woman. She is ready to open her wings, but she's still constricted within her life, and the fact that she can't make her own decisions in that state really opens your eyes. And Skylar is the one that helps her to reach New York City, for her to bring her life into the mold that she wants it to be, and the way that she can move forward with her choices. And I find this to be very saddening, but at the same time, for her to be able to make her own decisions is utterly compelling. Sydney Flanagan and Talia Ryder, who play Autumn and Skylar, have this beautiful bond within this film, and as I've said, their feelings are set in stone with Hittman's beautiful photography and framing throughout this whole process. We understand what they're feeling at times, we understand what they're going through. They don't need to say anything, they don't need to force anything upon you. You understand what they are going through. There are sheer moments in time where there is just silence, and that silence really enhances the performance, and their body language is something that really drives this whole film. And this is why this film works so well. There is a combination of fantastic acting along with strong leadership within direction. This is Sydney Flanagan's on-screen debut, and I do think that this is one of the most compelling yet fragile performances that I've seen in 2020 so far. I find that her eyes are the entrance to a soul of an outsider that lives in a village where she can't be who she wants to be. She is a bustling singer, and she has creativity flowing through her, but there are restrictions that are going through her life, and she's had pain. She's suffered in these early years, and I do find that to be very sad and very tragic. But at the same time, I feel like Skylar is her key to salvation, and the combination of them two is something that I will remember for a very long time, and I find it very eye-opening to see what they actually have brought to the screen. Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always is going to cause a lot of discussion between a lot of people, but I do hope that it opens up the eyes of that young people also have a voice, and they have the right to choose what they do with their bodies. And I do hope that you seek Eliza Hittman's film. It's one of the most striking pieces of cinema that you will see this year. It is on VOD in some territories right now, but I do hope that it will be out in more soon. Have you guys seen Never, Rarely, Sometimes, Always yet? I'm always eager to know what you think. I'm continuously fascinated to know what you guys are watching also during this time. I'm actually going down watching a lot more classic films at the moment. I've watched recently Cruel Story of Youth, I watched Crumb, I watched Quaiden, I've watched Malvoisin, what else? I've watched so many things. It's all in my letterbox. Everything is below, so please feel free to have a look what I'm actually watching and my little thoughts on them. I'll be sharing a lot more obviously at the live stream on Friday. And obviously hello subscribers, hello new and old. And keep spreading love, and I always appreciate anything that you do for the channel, and I hope you're all staying safe. And obviously, as we say on the channel, Diolch, danke, obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, dankeschön, bitteschön, all the shuns, and obviously, never change. And yes, I am standing for a change. Take care, bye.